This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I got the Comical Kid in the building. How's life? Not the Comical Kid, but Comical Kid.
Yeah, life is pretty alright right now. Could be better. But what about you?
Oh man, we's working, ready for the new year, gearing up for craziness, man, but good craziness. The holidays treat you well though?
Yeah, for sure.
That's good, that's good. But let's start from the beginning though. Where you originally from?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I moved here when I was 14. I moved to Temple, Texas, and I stayed there for 5 years. And then currently I'm residing in Troy, Texas. Right now I'm there for like 3 years, going on 4. So,
Okay. What caused the move from?
so I was 14 at the time, and my parents decided to move to Texas, and I didn't really have a choice. So
You didn't want to move originally?
no.
Do you like the move that you did the move now, or no? You still miss
Yeah,
it?
yeah. There's a lot of like good things that happened here. A lot of opportunities that I didn't have in Milwaukee since I was at a young age.
And how was childhood in Milwaukee growing up?
It was. It's not as good as I have it right now. We originally started like I grew up in a neighborhood where there was like a lot of like crimes and gangs and stuff like that, and like Latin Kings, and then we moved from that to like a semi decent area, but still like still like pretty rough. Like Milwaukee, it's one of like the top 10 cities of like crime and stuff like that. So
It's cold out there too.
yeah, anywhere you go, it's gonna be a little rough.
Oh yeah, they got rough patches in places. And then you made the transition. Did you play any sports?
I did softball when I was in 8th grade, and then I ran track in high school, and then currently I'm taking up pro wrestling.
I saw that. Yeah, that's interesting. I was gonna ask you about that in a little quick second. What high school did you go to?
I went to Temple High
So
School.
Temple High School. Yeah, that's what I figured. I was gonna say the Temple of Troy, but okay. And then what if you had that, like, where would you sit at in the lunchroom?
Um,
Like with who? What kind of crowd?
I was kind of like a social butterfly. Like I would say it with like pretty much anyone, anyone that could like match my vibe. So I would just go around and see like, oh, I don't want to sit here next time, or like, I'll sit here every so often.
Like, nope, not here again.
Yep.
What got you into music?
It's just sort of like an outlet for me. I know I can get to know a lot about myself through music. Things that I wouldn't have learned if I hadn't done music. And I'm very like passionate about it. My brother mainly though, because he started out as an artist as well, but now he's not, since he's getting up there in age. He kind of put like a time restraint on himself. He was like, if I get to this certain age and it's not going anywhere, I'm just gonna quit. So he's at that age right now. But for me, like, I'm not gonna put that age limit on myself, because there's big name artists out there who they don't make it until like their 40s or 30s or stuff like that. So
Especially nowadays,
yeah.
it's more a little bit more prominent randomly. Who'd you listen to growing up?
I listened to Lil Wayne, Kanye, Eminem, Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi, yep, he got a lot of influence out here.
Yeah, that's about it that I know
of. Real quick, talk about doing pro wrestling. You've been doing it for a few years now.
Since
training
since 2020. Yeah.
That first bump, did it hurt?
Yeah.
They still hurt?
No.
Oh, you get used to it.
Yeah,
Condition?
after a while you get used to it.
That's interesting. What, were you nervous your first day training?
Yeah, I was. I'm not like the best physique, and there was like people there that was like a lot smaller than me. Like when I first started, there was like a 16-year-old there, and I'm like, wow, like anybody can really do this if they like have the drive for it.
Yeah, look at Bryan Danielson. Look at Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
They're not big. Adam Cole. I mean, they got a lot of people out there that's doing that. So are you looking to do something with that? Because I see you go by Gooch.
Yeah, it's the Gooch, the mayor of Pound Town. Yeah, I'm looking to do something with it. I have some upcoming shows in January.
That's good. Yeah. Anything's good. Even if you're taking L's or
Hmm.
anything's good. um, what do you think about the drug pandemic going on with like rap, hip hop? Because a big Scar, forgot where he's from. He just overdosed on fentanyl.
Oh, people
So just like
like
just
all the rappers like
yeah,
overdosing.
it's just like predominant.
I mean, it's not for me. It's not something that I would personally do. But
Well, I
like,
know that. I'm
yeah,
just saying,
yeah,
what do you think about it though?
I mean, it's pretty tragic that like, Mac Miller, like he's been doing it for years, and like he just got sold like one bad strain, and then
Yep.
like, so like, and he was talking about like his drug abuse like through his songs and stuff like that. Um, but I mean, like he made people aware about it, and like a lot of rappers they make people aware about it, and no one really does anything. So until like it's too late.
And they try to make it look seem cool when it's not.
Yeah,
And some of them ain't even doing it. They
yeah.
just rapping about it because it rhymes. Yeah, I just thought ask you that. Do you have a favorite producer out here in Austin
Um,
or in the surrounding areas?
the my favorite one and like my main one that I go to is C Waka.
Okay, yeah, I see you do a lot of work with him.
Hmm.
Dope, dope. I've seen it's been a little bit since you put some music out, probably since 2021 or 2020. Could I be wrong?
Yeah, 2020. Right now I have some unreleased tracks that I'm getting some like graphic designs and some features on. Because I can't really write a hook. Like that's just not one of my strong suits.
Okay.
So I'm getting like some people on the hooks. Like I have like two unreleased songs that I'm getting some hooks for, and yeah,
What makes it hard? You think the kind of come up with that hook?
it's just like it's something like if it's catchy to you, it might not be catchy to everyone. So it's just like that catchy part.
It is the hardest part when you think,
Hmm.
because that's the one that you kind of when you listen to, you ready for that part of the song for it to go to the next level. Do you have a favorite studio you go to in Austin?
I don't really like take the venture out here to Austin to go to any studios.
What do you normally go to? Like
C
studio?
Waka.
So yeah, Seawalk. Okay, just making sure. So that's your go to.
Hmm.
Do you have a videographer?
Mike Busy.
Mike Busy. Where's he at?
He's in Central Texas. I mean, there's some videographers that I would like to work with, but right now they're kind of out of my budget. But there's Eric Sadler.
Yeah, I know Eric Sadler.
Yeah, I'd like to work with him.
Envision.
I seen like the stuff he does for like the Central Texas area, and it's just like mind blowing.
What about DDI? You heard of him?
I haven't heard of him.
He's real affordable.
Okay.
Too. He doesn't try to charge out the wazoo, and he can turn them around in like 24, 48 hours.
That's
Has a
nice.
quick, and they don't look like
Yeah.
yeah, they look like they're actually done right, not rushed. He's like 24, 48 hours.
That's nice.
Do you I meant that do you come out to your own music for your entrance, or how do you got that? What's your entrance? I meant to ask you.
So right now it's just the word Pound Town, and it's just an instrumental.
Okay.
So I mean, all of it has to be free for profit since we put it on Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's what I say. You could use your
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
You
I
like-
mean,
you
eventually,
blind.
I'm getting there.
But nothing worse than generic wrestler music one.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh man, this is the worst. What do you think about the Austin scene currently?
I think it's one of like the best place to get known as an independent artist. Like there's always like open mics and like concerts and stuff going on here. So, if you're an independent artist and like you're wanting to like get your name out there, like Austin, Texas is like known for that kind of stuff.
What do you think the crowd is most geared towards? Like the college crowd type of music, and not really the street stuff.
I'd say so. I mean, there's street stuff incorporated as well,
Oh yeah, for sure.
but yeah.
Okay. Do you have a venue that you would like to perform at, or do you like that you performed at in Austin? You like
There's
or one that you like? Yo, this is the one I need to put on my to-do list.
I'd say like South by Southwest is like the main goal.
Oh,
Just-
clearly. Do you have any
yeah.
plans this year for South by?
Yeah. I'd like to, if the opportunity arises. But I went to the one last year, and like I was just walking down like 6th Street and like going to like the different venues and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, just peeping out the scene.
Hmm.
Have you tapped in or heard of Jay Soulja with the Smoke Out?
Yes, I went to one of their events.
Are you gonna perform there any or
It's not like
like,
it's not
it's
really like
your
my type of crowd.
Yeah.
Like I know like the music I make and the music like they, because it's like I went there and like the crowd was like just hard to like please. So you really have to be like on your game if you're there, and like they know what they like. So
Think some of them are too cool to dance. You're like, come on, get up and dance.
You just got to be like very self-aware as an artist.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're right. 'Cause sometimes you just get in that wrong situation. You're like, yeah, that ain't my crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean you did bad. It's just like, yeah, that ain't for me. Do you have any other place besides South by?
I performed at Come and Take It Live before.
I hear about that. I hear a lot of people like the sound on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, they like the sound and it makes it their music sound good. What do you think it'll take for Austin to be the next city to blow?
I think if a lot of artists just stop being like, try to make it about them and more about like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like if all the artists like they work as a team trying to build each other up instead of I'm out to get mines and only mines, and that sort of mentality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you feel the same way? Or?
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's a lot that can be done, but there's just so much talent. That's the only reason why I'm like, yo, there's a lot that can be done that's really quick to fix. Like you said, just working together a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree. 2023, do you have any projects dropping? Because I know you said you got the artwork. Is it going to be more single based or what?
As of right now, yeah, it's gonna be more single based. Because I heard this advice somewhere, like, as an independent artist, if you don't have like that big of a following, it's not really a smart idea to release a whole album, because then you're not gonna have that kind of support behind it. But if you were to release like mixtapes and like EPs, that's sort of the main thing to do, instead of just release big projects, like a bunch of smaller projects.
Mm-hmm. And attention spans, do you think songs need to be a certain limit, like 2 minutes and 40 seconds now?
Yeah, like something over 2 minutes.
That makes it probably kind of hard
ideal.
sometimes too if you're really trying to spit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of people just do it 32 bars and no chord or one chord sometimes. Anything else you got geared up? Do you got any visuals for them?
No, not at the moment. I mean, if
like that you got kind of in your head, like this would be a good song for a visual. This would be a good one.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Tap in DDI.
What is that?
DDI Productions. Tap in.
DDI Productions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, shoot. Where can we find you at on social?
At Comical_Kid.
Okay.
That's Comical Kid on all platforms.
And I meant to ask you, do you rather people listen to your music on like Apple Music or Spotify? Which one do you think helps the most to the artist?
That's a tough one, because Spotify, like, you only get a certain, like, you get like 1 cent every like 1,000 listeners or something like that, some small number. And like, I'm not sure the algorithm with Apple Music, but I know like it's like 99 cents per song. Or is that iTunes?
Well, I think it's like kind of combined now.
Oh,
Apple
iTunes
Music
and Apple
took
Music.
over that. Yeah, I think iTunes is kind of.
I'd say, yeah, Apple Music and iTunes, then you'd probably
Yeah.
get more for that.
I just think probably if they see you on a playlist on there, it means more. You're like, oh, because there's so many on Spotify. I just thought I'd ask. Where can we listen to your music? It's just Apple Music, and we.
It's
Comical Kid?
Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, just all that.
Look, I'm showing my colors. I'm all Apple Music.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. Keep doing your thing. Keep on training. I'll be following you with that. So be like, let's go, Gooch. Let's go. Well, this is Jet with Pop Austin Media, Comical Kid, and I'm signing out. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. Y'all, we just blew past 8,000 subscribers, on our way to 9. So make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.